I'm just gonna get right into this topic. This topic, I'm gonna hold it together, but it's gonna be very, very emotional for me that I had to go through. Not only physically, feeling what I was feeling, but trying to come to terms with the fact that this shit was actually happening. Okay, so what I'm gonna be talking about is direct energy weapons. Now, when I first found out that I was a TI, it got really bad because everyone that claimed to be a TI, like when you go on YouTube and you're like, what's happening to me? Everyone was talking about the direct energy weapons and microwave weapons that were being used on us. And when I tell you guys, it was bad, man. I was so scared. So you're talking about being followed without knowing why. You're talking about being isolated without knowing why. And you're talking about being stalked and harassed. And you're talking about radiation literally being sent to your brain. You guys, this feeling, it kind of felt like one of those weapons that they try to use in a war or something. And the inside of my brain would heat up, you know what I'm saying? Or it would be like a weird, it was like a radio frequency. Like it literally felt like I was a robot and someone was trying to do something to me.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know how to describe the feeling, but what I do know is that one thing that all TIs have in common is that we understand that once you get put into the program officially, in the gang stalking program officially, they test you out with these weapons. When we talk about the war and how this is a silent war, that shit is not a joke, you guys. I don't care what race you are. If you're being followed, you are at war with the enemy, okay? You are literally fighting a silent war. And so when we talk about other wars in the past, and we talk about missiles and bombs, I keep telling you guys that's not this situation. This situation is a spiritual silent war. And so what they were trying to do, they were using these weapons on us to see if we could survive it, because we're very strong people genetically. And so when you talk about TIs, you're talking about somebody that is genetically superior to other people. I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm just telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? These weapons overseas in Iraq kill people, and it just kind of agitated us. I can't even say that it hurted, but it was that someone's doing something to you. And so with everything going on at once, when they say you can die from a broken heart, or they say that mental agony is just as bad as physical, it's the truth. It's hard. And I can't believe that the universe pulled me through that situation. And so you guys, they harassed me. At the time I had an iPhone. You guys, they were sending frequencies to my brain for I swear, for honestly, over 3 weeks.
Bruh.
And I thought I was going crazy, and then that's the point to where you call your parents. Your parents aren't even your parents anymore. No one cares. No one is listening. No one is there for you. I was lucky enough to have had my husband at the time that was with me. He not only believed me, but he was there. And he's a huge health freak. So he had stuff like pillows, like a pillowcase that you literally hook up to the wall and it pulls radiation out of your brain. He had all this stuff to help me sleep, but it's the worst feeling in the world. And and then you talk about Boys to School. All this stuff is real, you guys. It's real. It's created to drive you nuts. And so if you're going through this right now, I don't want to cry, I don't want to get emotional, but if you're going through this right now, understand you will get past this. You will prosper, and you will not die. Nothing is going to happen to you. Hang in there and be very, very strong. Once they realize that these weapons don't work, they're going to stop. They're going to stop. So like I said, these weapons are used. They can be used from a mile away to hit you. They can also use the microwave. If you're not using your microwave, unplug it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Don't leave your microwave plugged up. Your phone, when you go to sleep, turn your phone off, because that radiation is coming through the phone. Bro, this stuff is crazy. There's people who claim to be TIs that literally had to sleep in aluminum foil tents because the radiation was so bad. So we're talking about electronic harassment. And I want to just leave this one thing here before I go, because I have another video to do. and I don't want to take too long, but you will make it through this. Trust me. My email is starseedeyes, just like my channel, but instead of the S, it's a Z. If you're going through this, email me. If you ever want to call me and talk, like I'm not playing you guys like on some real shit. If you want to call me and talk, we can talk, because this stuff is hard, man. It's very, very hard to come by. And another thing I want to say, when we talk about being isolated from our families, and we talk about Bill Gates and their agenda to turn everyone into robotoids at this time, I need you to understand, you already made it. And so the reason why it's so hard for you right now is because they know you already made it. So, for example, when we talk about these weapons and the radiation, we're not only talking about them trying to kill you, we're also talking about them trying to program you. Okay? So everything you went through, they were trying to kill you. And then once they found out that wouldn't work, then they tried to program you. Okay? So that artificial intelligence, so that you cannot think for yourself. So I want to let you know, it sounds crazy, but if you're going through this currently, it's because you already graduated and overcame a prior situation that would have been way off worse. It's only going to last for about 3 weeks, and it will stop. It will stop, because they do not have time to keep experimenting on one person. They got to keep it pushing. So like I said, if you are currently going through this, once again, if you're a TI, your DNA, you have very strong DNA, even though it's annoying, it's going to be something that you will overcome. You will. I promise you. I can't believe this. I can't believe they're doing this. We are prisoners of war, people. Okay? You gotta be strong. You would not be going through this if you wouldn't be going through it if you weren't built for it. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. This video is titled by G, titled Target Individuals, Electric Weapons, and how to overcome that. And to be honest, the only way to overcome it is to just wait.
No, ma'am.
Because they're going to keep doing it until they find out this is not going to work. They're trying to drive you crazy. There's so many things being shot at your brain at one time, and it's hard. And they know they did whatever they wanted to do to your family. That already happened. And now you're sitting here alone being electronically harassed. You got to hang in there. Like I said, my email is starseedeyes, just like my channel. Instead of the S at the end of the eyes, it's a Z. And with that being said, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.